What's going on, you guys? It's Ron here, and I'm back with your second stimulus check update and stimulus package update. I hope you guys are doing very well today on this Wednesday, December 9th stimulus check update. So in this stimulus check update today, it is literally all about the stimulus check, you guys. I'll be sharing all the details, all the breaking news on stimulus check. In fact, all sides have been asking for stimulus checks, whether it be Democrats, Republicans, even the White House is asking for stimulus checks. Plus, I'll be going over all the states that have already decided to take things into their own hands and have extended unemployment benefits for you all for up to 20 weeks. I also have the latest news on the cities and states that are sending out direct stimulus checks right now. So of course, I will definitely be sharing all of these updates with you guys in this video. So definitely stick around until the very end so that you don't miss any of these valuable updates. But first, I want to say welcome back to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. And for those of you who are brand new to the channel, my name is Ron. We cover all things personal finance, investing, how to generate multiple streams of income, and of course, stimulus checks and stimulus packages. And so if you haven't already, you should definitely subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell so that you know as soon as I release new videos and content. But otherwise, let's jump into the content. All right, guys, so we've got so many breaking news to share with you guys today. You know, as we're hearing from the Democrats, the Republicans, and even the White House, they're pretty much all clamoring for direct stimulus checks to the American people, to be included in the current stimulus package that's coming to you guys, hopefully within the week. All right, so let's start off with the Democrats. You've got 6 senators who are led by Senator Bernie Sanders, who has actually written a letter demanding another round of $1,200 direct payments to be included in the current bipartisan stimulus package being discussed right now and hopefully finalized right now. And the letter reads, "Please join us in demanding that any new virus relief proposal includes a $1,200 direct payment to adults and $500 to their children." They go on to point out that given the horrific extent of the current crisis and the desperation that working families all over this country are currently experiencing, this proposal does not go anywhere near far enough. They give context to this by citing that we are now experiencing the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. Over half of our workers are living paycheck to paycheck, and 1 out of 4 workers are either unemployed or make less than $20,000 per year. In addition, 92 million Americans are uninsured or underinsured. Tens of millions of people face eviction, and hunger in America is exploding. And even more surprising than that is that they reveal that this bill only allocates, get this guys, this bill only allocates $348 billion in new money. The remaining $560 billion are funds that have been transferred from the CARES Act that have not yet been obligated. This is not even new money. Like, I gotta really take a pause here. You know, Nancy Pelosi essentially has been the roadblock after the HEROES Act was passed, right? And, you know, we've given her a hard time, but, you know, there was a part of me that was kind of like, all right, you know, if this thing does pan out, you know, she's being hard up on not budging from this $2.4 trillion stimulus package budget, right? She was demanding all of these different line items to be included in the stimulus package, including stimulus checks out to the American people. But immediately after the election, Nancy Pelosi is suddenly willing to accept this weak $908 billion stimulus package. You got to question the motivation here at the very least. Now, Bernie Sanders went on to say that the majority of the $908 billion stimulus package was already there for spending in the first place. And now they're just adding an additional $348 billion to it. The letter also demands the removal of the liabilities protections for corporations against responsibility for the virus infection. Now, this is probably going to come as a surprise to you. As for the Republicans, Senate Majority Leader Mitch MCConnell has suggested dropping the biggest sticking points, including the corporate liabilities protection and the state and local government funding from the stimulus package, to just get the whole thing done and pretty much put the issues to the side until next year. Now, his proposal does come with his determination to, essentially in his words, not leave without doing a COVID bill. The country needs it. Now, Senate Republican from Missouri, Josh Hawley, not getting much support with his fellow Republican senators on the matter of direct stimulus checks, went straight to the president's desk through a phone call last weekend and essentially urged him to veto any virus aid bill that does not contain a second stimulus check to the American people. Now, this is huge. President Trump is literally receiving phone calls directly from politicians urging him to veto any bill that does not include a second round of stimulus checks to the American people. And according to Hawley, Trump asked a number of questions about the state of play of the different proposals. And it's pretty fair to say that he was surprised at the direction that some of these were headed. Now, maybe that's why in the biggest news of today that the White House is now proposing a $600 stimulus check to be included in the stimulus package to be passed. And according to people who are familiar with the plan, who have agreed to speak about the details of their private deliberations. Now, of course, they did request to remain anonymous. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin has proposed that lawmakers approve another stimulus check worth $600 per person and $600 per child. Now, this compromise comes with a very large price tag, though. Essentially, you would be trading the $300 per week federal supplementary unemployment insurance benefits in order to get these $600 stimulus checks. So I'm pretty sure that you can imagine what the Democrats had to say about this, you guys. The Democrats deemed this as being a non-starter. This was criticized in a joint statement by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, as well as Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, plainly saying that this is totally unacceptable. Now, looking at the hopeful side of things, we've certainly gone a long way from having no stimulus checks at all in the new stimulus package, or at least that's what the discussion was for the past couple of days, all the way to talks of having the stimulus checks being included. Now, right now, I would pretty much say that we've got a 50-50 chance of having stimulus checks be included in the new stimulus package before the end of the year. There's also signs of hope that President Trump has privately indicated a willingness to send another round of stimulus checks to, get this, as much as $2,000, according to one person who was in direct communication with the president. And if you guys can recall, President Trump has supported the idea of new checks in the past, and he did say previously a number of different times. He also mentioned he wanted a big, beautiful stimulus check for the American people. So maybe this is it. Trump has also supported the idea of new checks in the past, including an October tweet where he demanded a new round of stimulus checks as a standalone bill. And to be very honest with you guys, I'm really not sure at this point why we haven't had a standalone bill that simply passed stimulus checks out to the American people. Now, remember, you guys, this stimulus check will hopefully be in addition to other allocations in that package that could ultimately mean money in your pocket, like rental assistance, student loan forgiveness, as well as state and local funding. Now, moving a little bit forward beyond the year-end stimulus package, you've got President-elect Joe Biden, who has continued to push a stimulus deal in recent days and has essentially underlined that anything that's agreed to this year is likely to be just a down payment and that this is not the end of the deal. So this is very positive news in the world of stimulus checks. So that means that we can certainly expect more stimulus packages in the early months of his brand new term. And that could also include a very large stimulus check come January, February of 2021. He even mentioned before that he believes that a $1,200 stimulus check inclusion in the current year-end stimulus package is still in play, according to Joe Biden. Now, I've got my fingers crossed, you guys, and you can be sure that as soon as that information comes out that the new stimulus package has been announced, I will definitely drop a video and let you guys know. So definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell so that you can receive that information as soon as it comes out. Now, the really good news is that many of you guys may not have to wait for that federal stimulus package after all in order to breathe a sigh of relief, as many different state governments have already taken it into their own hands to extend unemployment insurance benefits for you guys. Now, from New Jersey, you've got Governor Phil Murphy, who signed into legislation that he would provide an additional 20 weeks of unemployment insurance benefits for those who have already exhausted their state and federal unemployment insurance benefits. Not only that, but you've got New Jersey, who joins other states that have either extended their people's unemployment insurance benefits or they've added money to it. Specifically speaking, you've got Alaska, you've got Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Massachusetts, Michigan, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Oregon, Rhode Island, and Washington. Now, as I've been doing for the past several weeks, we've got more and more states and local governments that are taking matters into their own hands and providing stimulus checks, direct payments to their own residents. And so, essentially there's CARES Act money that must be spent by the end of the year. And so I'm literally keeping my eyes open. I'm reading through the comments. I see a lot of you guys who are asking for, what's available in my state. And, I'm doing my best to find as much information as I can. It's not easy to dig this stuff up. But, first and foremost, I do want you guys to understand that I am doing my best to find this information for you guys. But also, as you guys discover new programs and opportunities, do us a favor, do me a favor, do the community a favor, all your fellow subscribers. Drop a comment down below and let us know of any available, local or state level programs that are, currently taking place in your area, such as, direct stimulus checks to the American people in your local area, maybe just for your state, rental, utility, maybe even food assistance. Any of these assistance programs would definitely be useful and helpful to your fellow subscribers. So if you could, just help us all out, drop us a comment down below and let us know what programs that you guys are aware of. Now, those of you guys who are looking for programs, obviously I'm going to be sharing this information with you guys, but I would encourage you guys to just kind of scroll through the comments and see who has listed whatever local programs that are going on. Maybe those can help you out. But in the meantime, I definitely wanted to share with you guys some brand new programs that I discovered. So, here goes. So first off, we've got Washington, D.C., who just announced this week a one-time stimulus payment to extend the support to those district residents who have been hit the hardest by the virus pandemic. Now, this one-time direct payment of $1,200 in the form of a stimulus check will be sent to approximately 20,000 D.C. residents who filed and were deemed eligible for the pandemic unemployment insurance, also known as the PEUC, as of November 30th of this year. Now, the PEUC covers individuals who are not normally eligible for the traditional unemployment insurance benefits. Now, this does begin with issuing the payments in the coming weeks, so this is very, very good news. Also, as for our viewers in Nevada, the Nevada Housing Division is offering housing assistance to those who are impacted by the virus. So of course, I will drop the details. I'll drop a link in the details down below. And I also wanted to recap all of the state and local programs that I've shared in my previous videos. So, we covered Orange County. Orange County had direct stimulus payments of $1,000 to its residents. We also had state level programs for Connecticut, Delaware, Houston, the city of Daytona Beach, Minnesota, as well as Colorado. So, if you're from any of these places, definitely check out the details in my previous videos and read through the links, because I shared a lot of information in the description of those videos. And also there's a national program. So you've got netwish.org, where you essentially fill out the information that they're asking you for. You include details about your situation. They're actually reading through the details of your situation. So you let them know what you're going through, and they can actually provide you with a $200 gift card or gift check. And so it's certainly worth attempting to get it. And, it's available on a national level. So it's not just on a statewide level. Anyone in the United States can go to netwish.org and apply for the $200 gift card. And again, all of these programs I found with you guys as assistants. So I just want to thank you guys very much for, taking the time out to drop a comment down below and for letting us know what different stimulus packages are available at the state and local level. So I just want to thank you guys for helping out your fellow subscribers. And I want to thank you guys in advance for your continuous support for providing additional stimulus programs that you guys come up with or discover in your state and local areas. So I just want to thank you guys very much for doing that. And just keep in mind that someone will definitely benefit from you sharing this information. So again, I just want to thank you guys for passing that information along. And, it's definitely a huge help. So anyway, guys, that's all for the stimulus check update and stimulus package update. I've shared with you guys the breaking news of all sides asking for stimulus checks, whether it be Democrats, Republicans, even the White House is asking for stimulus checks for the American people. And of course, I've gone over the states that have decided to extend their unemployment insurance benefits to you guys for up to 20 weeks. And I've also shared the latest news on cities and states that have sent out direct stimulus checks. So if you haven't already, definitely subscribe to the channel and definitely hit the notification bell so that you know as soon as I release new videos and content. And also, if you have not already, check the description down below where I have a link to the free Financial Freedom movie, where I share all my credit hacks, credit secrets, investing strategies, and I teach you exactly how to become debt free and so that you can eliminate financial worry. Definitely check that out. Link in the description down below. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Take care.